So if you follow me on Instagram, you might know that I recently moved to Vietnam. And recently I visited a Réhahn gallery and a heritage museum in Hoi An, one of the most beautiful towns in Vietnam. So first of all, who is Réhahn? He's a French travel and fine art photographer. He has photographed dozens of countries, but is particularly known for his photos in Vietnam and of the different ethnics of Vietnam. He has actually created a whole series and a whole project around the different ethnics of Vietnam, and his project is recognized worldwide. So on top of this photography project, he actually created a free heritage museum here in Hoi An, where it shares the stories of the different ethnics along with traditional clothes and his photos, of course, in the museum that is free for everyone, tourists and Vietnamese, of course. I will, of course, add all the links in the description, so if you are interested in his project, you can read more about it. And if you are in Vietnam, I really encourage you to visit his museum or his galleries. So the funny thing is that his work inspired me since the very beginning of my travel photography journey. Always been really impressed by his photos and especially the colors. That I really like how he works with colors. So that's really something that always inspired me. I remember that's one of my mentors that introduced me to his work, and since then I really, he's really an inspiration for me. And yeah, that's funny that today I am in Hoi An and I was able to see his work printed in big format. That always hits differently to see photos in real and not in a digital way. So yeah, that was super interesting, and even more interesting that I actually got the chance to understand why he made those specific photos, what is the stories behind, and it makes the project even more beautiful. It makes the photos even more beautiful because you can understand the meaning behind that. So of course I went to his gallery where he's selling all his books and prints and stuff like that, but because I'm traveling, I cannot buy big books and travel around Greece. It's just too difficult. So I really wanted to buy something anyway because I'm kind of a fan. So I bought this little magazine. You can see it's pretty small, and that's really a magazine. And I bought it and I started to read it, and that's packed with values and interesting stuff. That's actually an interviews. So this is Molly Haley that interviews Réhahn and ask really super interesting question, and we learn about his inspiration, his project, his different styles in his career, and yeah, a lot of things. So I really recommend you to check out this magazine. It's really non-expensive, but you're gonna learn a ton through this little magazine. And today I wanted to share with you a few lessons that I thought could be interesting for you. So yeah, let's start. So there is a crazy dog living just next to me. I hope you can't hear him too much. We're gonna try to keep doing this video anyways. Let's start. So first lesson from the magazine, this is to build a project. It is always nice to have series of beautiful photos, but sometimes this is not enough. You should think about the story you want to tell, the message you want to share, or the legacy kind of that you want to leave. And at the end, it's about creating a body of work that has a purpose, and that's kind of what Réhahn did with his different projects. So yeah, next time you are creating photos, think about creating a project around the series you want to share. Then the second lesson, and that's something I say all the time, so I'm going to say it again, and that doesn't come from me, so maybe you are going to believe that even more, I don't know. But yeah, this is to learn about artists that inspires you. Understand the work of others can really shape your vision. If you study their work, but also their inspiration, their techniques, their mindset. This is really going to add depth to your creativity and is going to also help you to create your own work. So yeah, Réhahn really encourage photographers to read biographies, read letters that artists could have wrote in the past, and all that kind of stuff that can help you to understand their work. A third lesson, break the rules. So Réhahn say in the magazine that it's good to be a good photographer and to learn all the technical stuff and everything, but it's not going to make beautiful photos. Photography is an art form, it's not just technical stuff. And rules are tools, not limitation. So push boundaries, try unconventional edits or ways to take your photos, and embrace mistakes as a part of the process. So this is something Réhahn says a few times in the magazine, is that, for example, the composition rules, he says that he's not following them, like he doesn't care. He's just trying to say a story with the subject he has in front of him. So yeah, just try to do your stuff and to think about the story instead of thinking about all the rules that we hear about photography. Just like if you don't have the perfect camera you would like to have, it shouldn't stop you to do the projects you want to do. Then the first lesson is to connect with your subject. So whether you are photographing a portrait or landscape or cityscape or whatever it is, take the time to stop and to understand it. The more you connect, the more authentic your photos become, whatever the subject is. And then fifth lesson, embrace different styles and periods in your work. Your photography and style is going to evolve because you are also going to evolve over time, and that's completely normal. Allow yourself to explore different subjects, different style, different techniques. Growth is part of the journey. Réhahn, even at the beginning of the book, there is kind of a timeline of his different projects and his different kind of styles that he had in his career that is not even done yet. Like, it's over 10 years, but you can see there are different projects, different styles, and he keeps doing different things, and he thinks that it's really important to change style, change project as an artist. So yeah, that's the few lessons I wanted to share with you that I took from the book, The Curator from Réhahn. I really recommend you to purchase it and to read it and to learn from it, because that's just super interesting. I will add all the information in the description, and I hope you liked this video. Let me know in the comments if you want something similar in the future, and I see you in the next video.